everyone, it's Michelle, the Tupperware lady. We are going to talk a little bit more about saving money on your grocery budget with your Tupperware. So now, guys, broccoli. When I was a kid, we didn't have very good luck growing broccoli in the garden, so my parents always bought it. They bought the pieces of broccoli. So when it came frozen, it said broccoli pieces, which meant it was supposed to be a mixture of like the florets and the stem. Well, let's be real, it was mostly stem. And what a bummer that was, because virtually all of us, and I know there'll be exceptions, prefer the broccoli floret over the stem. Am I right? Well, it's the same in the grocery store now. When you go to the produce section and you're looking at all the broccoli, the price difference is incredible. You can buy the whole entire broccoli, you know, with the stem and the head of it for a small amount of money, or you can buy just the crown for a larger amount of money. If you've got a family, your eyeballs are going to immediately go to the whole broccoli with the stem, and then you're going to get it home and you're going to end up throwing out the stem. Or it wasn't such a savings because nobody liked the stem. So you end up just cutting off the florets, and then what do you do with that stem, right? At least that's been the experience at my house. There's things you can do with it. You can put it in soup. You can, you know, say, tough beans, guys, here's your broccoli stem, and eat it anyway. And there are people who like the stem. I'm not saying that. But in my house, the stem is not overly popular. I'm not going to throw it out because I don't waste money. So what am I going to do with it? I am going to get out my spiralizer and I am going to spiralize that stem, and I am going to make my own broccoli slaw out of it. Like coleslaw, but with broccoli. If you guys have ever bought it, you can buy a bag of broccoli slaw in the produce section at some of the stores. I haven't found it everywhere, but in some of the stores you can get broccoli slaw. Theirs more is like a stick. You don't get very much. It's a small bag for a large amount of money, but oh my gosh, it's delicious. So you could try it, you know, with the vegetable peeler. You could even try it with the mandolin, but they're going to be like thicker sticks. It's so much nicer to do it with your spiralizer. So let's just go for it. So here I already did one just because I started to make my slaw for the afternoon, and I thought, what am I doing? Let me show this to you. So grab your stems. So I had broccoli heads. I had the whole broccoli. So I cut off the heads, I cut off the florets, and they're going to go into my slaw as well, but I'm going to extend the slaw. I'm going to make more by actually using the stems with it to make my own slaw. So you're going to cut off as much or as little as you want to of the pieces where, you know, this is where all the different florets came out. So this piece is going to go into the end. I'll show you what I mean. We're going to do the straight one here first. But where the stem, where the florets come out of, that is going to go into the guide. We'll do the guide first, or into the guide. So here you take your stem, put it onto the poker, you know, the I call it a poker, that holds your produce in place. I am using the thinnest blade. I'm using the spaghetti blade. Remember, we've got spaghetti, we've got the thicker fettuccine, and we've got the ribbon. I'm using the thinner one, just it's personal preference, it's what I like. So now I'm going to take the guide, and I'm going to stick it, poke it right into the end where the florets would come out of. Lock it into place. You watch down here, and I am getting broccoli noodles. Check this out. Now, depending on the shape of your stem, you might not get great big long huge noodles like you would with the zucchini. As you've got, you know, like little pieces coming off, they may break off. That's okay, it's broccoli. It's a broccoli slaw, it's a coleslaw, it doesn't matter. And that might be the end of it. Yeah. So normally, it got funky shaped. Normally, what happens is when you get to the end of whatever it is you're spiralizing, it goes pop and it unlocks. Broccoli is a little wonky because it's got, you know, so many legs, so many stems on it. You could cut them off, but it's fine for a guide. I just leave it because I'm going to use up every bit of good usable broccoli that there is. So here's my last one. Get into place, lock it, and make noodles. like that. Look at them coming out because this is a little bit bigger. It's going to get wonky here in just a second. But there's no waste. We don't waste food. We buy it as cheap as we can. Yeah, here we're getting to the wonky part. We buy it as cheap as we can, and we use every bit of it possible. So look at how much more broccoli I just got from those couple of stems. I'm going to have so much more broccoli salad. That's what I'm making actually. I'm making a broccoli salad, but I'm using every bit of the broccoli to save a little bit of money. So there you go. Don't be shy. Don't be hesitant about using your spiralizer for every last bit of vegetable that you can. You guys have a great day. See ya.